Welcome to Backstage Pass, Rockstar Pro Wrestling's official podcast. It's the ultimate opportunity to look behind the scenes at Rockstar Pro and hear from the wrestlers themselves. Now here are your hosts, Kris Poland and Mark Turner.
Greetings and welcome to a special edition of Backstage Pass. It's pretty weird. You're probably only used to hearing us at the very beginning of the month, right?
Yeah, I mean, what's going on here? Why are we here right now?
Well,
I mean, you called me here. What's going on?
Well, I mean, this is Ludus 15.
It is.
Ludus has been around for over 15 months.
Yeah.
And it just seemed to me like a unique opportunity to shine that spotlight on Ludus, just to remind everyone what the proving ground for Rockstar Pro Wrestling is truly like.
Absolutely. And I mean, I guess we're going to do this, once every 15 months or so?
Is
that about that's the template?
When it feels right.
Okay.
We'll do another one.
Okay, but yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, Ludus, that's where the new people, the young guns in Rockstar Pro, that's where they get a spot on the Rockstar Pro rosters.
Well, they can.
They can.
Yeah.
By proving themselves at Ludus, and there's been a lot happening in Ludus the last 15 months? 15 plus months?
I mean, the last time we did a Ludus special, it was the middle of April 2015.
Wow. It's been a long time. That was before the first one, right?
That was before the first Ludus. That was before I was your commentary partner.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow, I miss those days.
Yeah, I bet.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I bet you do. But yeah, that was when I was just doing this podcast and was a member of the Rockstar Nation, but how things have changed.
Absolutely. Huh? And I remember in that podcast, we had SG1 on here.
That's right.
SG1 explained to the world what the concept of Ludus was all about.
Right.
Back then, we didn't know what to expect from the first episode of Ludus.
It's true.
And now, it seems like Rockstar Nation, they know exactly what they're getting. They know they're part of the action. They get to choose who stays and who goes each month. It's a great idea. It's a great concept.
Right. And I think it's worth addressing here, that there is, I think, real stakes at Ludus, right? Because, yes, it's a proving ground. It's where the young boys and girls, right, who want to make a name for themselves in the world of professional wrestling, they can come here and see if they're ready, if they're skilled enough to take on the Rockstar Pro roster.
Absolutely. And you see with the roster, if you look at the roster, Rockstar Pro, month by month, it's always evolving a little bit.
Yes.
And there's always doors that are opening for certain young talent to take advantage of, and Ludus is the perfect opportunity for that young talent to take advantage of a situation. And also, at Ludus events, sometimes we get somebody that we're not used to seeing in the area, somebody that might be from New York, somebody that might be from farther away, that maybe they won't make it to Amped every week, but we get to see somebody new.
Right.
It's a new, exciting talent to see at Ludus. I mean, you never know what you're going to get with one of these shows.
Right, and that's the thing. Yes, they come from all over Ohio, but as you said, we've had competitors come from New York, from Michigan, Indiana, I think as far west as Iowa even. Yeah. People are really trying to bang down the door to get a spot here at Rockstar. Yes, that roster is always changing. It's always evolving. People come and people go, right? And I think, honestly, outside of a handful of exceptions, no one's position is safe at Rockstar. If someone can prove that they are better than you, well, odds are they're going to take your spot.
I mean, you see that in every sport, right? You see it in football, you see it in baseball, you see it basketball, every sport. If you're not performing at the top of your game, somebody will be primed to take that spot. And that's the way it is in professional wrestling, especially in Rockstar Pro, because we want to give the fans exactly the best talent that's out there.
Right.
If somebody's not performing to the best of their ability, somebody's going to be there to take their spot. That's the way it goes.
Right. And I think what does that mean at Ludus? What does that mean at the proving ground for Rockstar? Does it necessarily mean that, if you miss a move or you get defeated in a match that, you have no chance? Not necessarily.
No.
Right? If you show that fighting spirit, if you come in and you do your best and you prove that you can compete at the highest level inside that ring, I think, despite the many things I've said about the Rockstar Nation, I do think that at least some of them know wrestling well enough to know talent, to know skill, to know heart when they see it.
Hey, there you go. I like you giving the Rockstar Nation some props there. That's exactly what it's about.
Hey, once every 15 months.
There you go. That is what makes Ludus unique. We talk about it on Amped week in and week out, how important victories are.
Yeah.
It's about getting title opportunities and all that. Ludus is a bit unique because victories are very important, and that'll get you in position to be looked at by the front office and all that. But also, Rockstar Nation gets to vote. Thumbs up, thumbs down. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. If you impress the Rockstar Nation, you'll be brought back.
Right. Let's say you happen to get in the ring with one of the Rockstar pros, right?
Yeah.
And, he beats the hell out of you. Let's say that. The Rockstar Nation...
We've seen that.
Yeah, we've seen it many times.
Yes.
And the Rockstar Nation understands that. And if you cowered in the corner and took a beating, that's very different than if someone kicks you in the face and you get back up and say, give me another, right? It's a lot about attitude. It's a lot about fighting spirit.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that, especially at the Ludus events. We've seen Dave Kris go in there, right?
I didn't want to drop names, but
I'll drop names.
You're right.
We've seen Dave Kris get in there. We've seen him kick some people that we haven't seen come back, right?
Yes.
We've also seen him kick people that did fight back and impress Dave Kris and impress the Rockstar Nation.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. Who's going to stand up? It's hard to stand up with somebody like Dave Kris, no doubt about it, or anybody that's established on the Rockstar Pro roster. But if you want a spot, that's what you got to do.
Yeah, and I think we've said it before, but I think it's worth restating. You've said wins matter in Rockstar, and I think we have to talk about that on kind of two levels, right?
Okay.
Wins matter both for the ego, right, and for the practical matters. Winners get paid more at Rockstar.
They do.
Champions get paid the most. Mm-hmm. So I think anyone entering into the professional wrestling business believes they have talent, believes they have skill, believes they can be a champion. If not, you have no business being in this industry.
That's right. And everybody, that's what they're getting victories for. That's why you grow up through the business to win and get a bigger paycheck each and every time you come out.
Right.
And improve week in and week out. And Ludus is where you start.
Right. It's a way to get your foot in the door for those who may not have a lot of experience in professional wrestling, but really who have the will and the desire and the drive to succeed.
Absolutely.
So let's really briefly here talk about some of the matches from our previous Ludus 14, back in the middle of June. There wasn't one in July.
No, there was not one in July.
We were all at Willie Fest.
It's been a while since that June event. Yeah. We had some great matchups that night. We had Jeremiah face off with MV Young, an interesting matchup there. And that just goes to show, at that point in time, Jeremiah was the American Lucha Corps champion, which he once again is.
That's right.
And on that night, he fought a young up-and-comer that we hadn't seen in Rockstar Pro. In fact, I believe I saw on Facebook that MV Young is now driving around Virgil. I don't know what that's about. But good luck
lucky
with that,
him, right?
Yeah, lucky him. I'm sure Virgil's not pitching on gas.
No. It's all about Olive Garden and fuck money.
Oh, is it really?
To my knowledge.
Let's talk about that later. Talk about that later.
Sure.
But not only that, also Slady Wilson fought Gonzo Gonzalez and defeated Gonzo Gonzalez on that night.
That's true. Additionally, in our main event, we saw Sex Darren De Niro.
One half of the current Rockstar Pro Tag Team Champions.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to cut there because I don't know what's going to happen storyline-wise tonight, and I'm not going to release this until next week.
Sounds good.
So let me jump in and do that one instead, okay?
Okay.
Additionally, we saw the now title defended at Ludus when Dave Kris defeated Trey Miguel. Talk about a show-stopping experience.
Absolutely. What a matchup that was. That's a matchup that every now and then at Ludus you get one of these. A matchup that not only could take place at a Ludus, could take place on an Amp, could take place on an iPay-per-view. That's how high quality of a matchup that is right there. Two killers going at it. They did not disappoint. That alone was worth the price of admission.
Yeah, you never know who's going to step in the ring at Ludus. Yes, it's going to be a bunch of new faces, but the American Lucha Corps champion may show up and kick some ass. OI4K may show up and kick some ass.
Right, and on that night, Dave Kris and Trey Miguel, they weren't even scheduled to be on the card that night.
That's true.
I mean, you just show up at the Rockstar Pro Arena, you never know who's going to be there. And not only did that match take place, we also had Andrew Palace go one-on-one with Darren Sex De Niro in the main event. What a matchup that was. Darren De Niro came out on top. It had been a while since we saw Andrew Palace as well.
Yeah, let's not talk about Darren De Niro. In fact, let's move forward. We have someone, actually two people here for our spotlight. Someone that you mentioned as you were going over the Ludus 14 card.
Okay.
So let's just throw the spotlight.
It's time for the Rockstar Wrestler Spotlight.
So, it's time for the Backstage Pass Spotlight segment, and, this is kind of a weird one already.
This is very weird, if you ask me. Slady Wilson is here. I don't know much about Slady Wilson, so this will be interesting.
Well, she came in with a cookie in her mouth. You can probably hear her eating.
Look, this is chocolate chip cookie. This is grade A cookie.
You have a cookie in your mouth. You shouldn't be speaking.
Excuse you, I'm Slady Wilson. I am every woman. I can do what I want.
I apologize.
Like, I'm a feed this cookie. Eat a cookie. Eat a cookie, anime. Eat a cookie.
I'm not used to doing play-by-play, but right now Slady Wilson is cramming a cookie into Mark Turner's mouth. Gotta say, it's weirdly erotic, but I do kind of enjoy it.
Took that cookie like a champ.
They make good cookies.
Love this man.
All right, so obviously our guest is Slady Wilson, all the way from Earth 616, and joining her personal and private physician, Dr. Malpractice.
It's good water.
Yeah, Dr. Malpractice is here. And Slady, that leads me to ask you this question. I mean, how did this relationship come about between you and Dr. Malpractice? It seems very odd to me, you two being together.
Well, Kris, I'm going to...
No, I'm Kris. That's Mark.
I'm Mark. I mean, Slady, I know...
Pause. Rewind. Did you interrupt me?
I mean...
Did you interrupt me?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Anyway, Turner, as I was saying, I was riding down the street in my 6'4".
Yeah?
And then I came across this man.
Yeah?
And I was like, hey, man, you want a cookie? And he was like, yeah. I think that's what he said. Wait. I'm sorry, that was today. That was today.
Okay.
That was somebody else? You're just offering cookies to everybody all the time?
What was the question again?
How did you and Malpractice come together? This seems like an odd pairing.
Oh! Well, my back was hurting.
Okay.
So I was like, man, I need a doctor.
Yeah? Most people...
So I went to the bar.
Wait. You didn't go to a hospital? You didn't go to a doctor? You went to a bar?
Yes, went to a bar.
And that's where you found Dr. Malpractice?
Yeah, he was just sitting in the corner by himself. And I was like, hey, man.
Well, okay.
It's like high school again.
Can we get some confirmation?
Will you be my friend?
Is that the story, Doctor?
Something similar.
Okay.
Something similar.
All right. Yes?
She's responding well to her therapy, but sometimes she confuses her memories.
Wait, what was that?
Whoa. She had a spasm there.
Yeah. I thought she was slapping a cookie. Okay. Since we do have Dr. Malpractice here, I have to ask one quick question, because you do hold a record here at Rockstar Pro. What does it feel like to be the man who spent the least amount of time in this company's history in the Gym City Rumble?
Just when I thought you were the one I liked, Christopher.
Using my full name there, wasn't quite ready for that, but...
Yeah.
Scary Gary is a bastard.
Well, I mean...
that was pretty straightforward.
Yeah, Scary Gary did eliminate Dr. Malpractice from that Rumble, but yes?
The whole reason I came to the Gym City Rumble was to get that damn Scary Gary. And then he eliminated me, so I came to Ludus to enact my revenge and discard my star patient.
Whoa. Patient? I'm not a patient. I'm also not patient. I need another cookie.
Well, you brought the cookie in. I mean, unless you want to wait, a few hours for Mark to pass his, I think it's going to be a while.
Oh, that's gross, Kris. Come on.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to roll with the punches here.
Hey.
Yeah?
This is a professional podcast, correct?
Well, yeah. I mean, we've been doing this for months.
Big question.
Years.
You're going in circles.
Okay, I'll try to get back on
Ask
track
me a
here.
question.
Okay,
now Slady,
Mark, please, take care of it.
You and Samantha Heights have had quite a history at Ludus, haven't you? What is the beef you have with Samantha Heights?
To be serious here,
Yeah?
for the longest time, besides the Gym City Queen Nevaeh, Samantha Heights has been the only female here at Rockstar Pro Wrestling.
That's true.
And when I came in, I was like, I like that Samantha.
Yeah?
Yeah. And then I saw her wrestle, and I was like, wow, she's awesome.
Okay.
And then I was like, but I can do better.
Oh, okay.
So that's the source of that beef is just that you think she's great, but you're even better?
Exactly. What more reason do I need? She didn't kick my dog. She didn't punch me. Okay, she did punch me in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that.
But she didn't do anything physical to me.
Well, I
You
mean,
know what? I'm going to do a lot physical to her.
oh, so this isn't over yet, is what you're saying?
Oh, no. Far from over. Yeah, sure. I did beat her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
With a lightsaber.
Yeah, you did.
that did happen.
But I still haven't proven myself yet.
All right. Well, Slady Wilson obviously has a lot to prove. Let's talk about some lighter topics for a second. I mean, this actually came up when we first discussed your match against Samantha Heights that you did win decisively. You told me how much you love tacos, that you wanted to kick her in her taco, but that you also wanted to eat a different taco.
A lot of tacos.
A lot of taco talk,
of
and I'm not sure what all that's about. Can you, kind of clear the mist for our listeners?
Oh, well, I really wanted to go backstage. I think she had like a thing of tacos, and I really wanted to kick the bag over.
Okay.
But she came back, and I was like, dang it.
Is it all foodstuffs, or is it just tacos?
Oh, well, I mean, I did kick her in the no-no area. That's
the no-no
kinda-
area.
The
Okay.
no-no area. What else am I supposed to call it, Kris?
Okay.
I'm Kris, but
Shut up, Turner.
Well, Slady, I have a question for you. What do you think of Samantha Heights' new talk show, this Dear Sam thing? What do you think about all that?
Well, I think she's a golden girl.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And you know what?
What?
I want to thank her for not being a friend because she's not a friend.
Whoa.
She's not my friend.
okay.
You know what? I have a suggestion. She has the Dear Sam talk show. Why don't you have, Taco Talk with
Ooh.
Slady Wilson? Something like that.
Or I
Ludus
can have
talk show.
I can have a taco truck.
A taco truck, even better. I know a
I
few
want a
people that
taco
like
truck. Somebody call John Murray. I want a taco truck.
that. Wow. Now she's calling out John Murray.
Yeah. Let's
John Murray probably likes tacos.
There's no
probably.
Yeah.
Come on.
Excuse me. Did you just crack a fat joke on John Murray?
Well, no. I mean, we've talked to him.
Excuse me.
Chris does
Do
it all the
not
time.
make assumptions about John Murray.
We've had him on the show, and all he talked about was how he wanted to eat 8 McDoubles, which is
Yeah,
like
but that's
16.
not a taco. You don't disrespect tacos like that.
Okay, sorry.
Also,
sorry.
I like chimichangas. They're delicious.
Okay, well, let's say, Mark, we've gotten to know Slady, right? We know about her pairing with Malpractice. We know about her feelings on tacos and Samantha Heights. Let's look forward to August 19th.
Let's do that.
That's Ludus 15 right here at Rockstar Pro Arena, 1106 East 3rd Street in beautiful downtown Dayton, Ohio. You, Slady Wilson, with your physician, Dr. Malpractice, at your side, will take on El Ridiculoso from Michigan in Ridiculoso's Rockstar trial match. What do you know about your opponent? What can we expect from this match?
I don't know much about him, but I must say, his name is Ridiculoso.
Yeah, that was good.
His name literally is El Ridiculoso.
No, but Doc, they don't get my jokes. I kind of want to punch him in the face.
You may want to wrap this interview up.
Yeah, maybe we should just get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
want to get punched.
No, I've had enough of wrestlers threatening me on this podcast, honestly. So, any final words from Slady Wilson and Dr. Malpractice before we bid you a fond farewell?
Can I seriously have a taco truck?
Well, I mean, you can do anything you want, as far as I know.
I think we have the power to make that happen.
Actually, I do want to say something.
Okay, let's real talk with Slady Wilson.
August 19th,
Yeah.
Ludus 15.
Yes.
Happy birthday to Ludus. Everybody clap.
Right.
Everybody clap.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
is
Yes, ma'am.
15 a birthday?
It's a birthday.
Okay.
El Ridiculoso.
Yeah.
That's the man thing that I face. I don't know what it is. I'm guessing it's a man. It has L in front of it. Like El Mano.
Yeah, that's masculine, right?
Yeah, that's French.
Yeah,
And,
I think it's Spanish.
that's French.
Okay.
And
Whatever you say.
I'm going to make sure Samantha Heights knows exactly what's going to happen to her by beating on El Ridiculoso.
So even though you're focused on Ridiculoso, it's still about Samantha Heights.
It's always about Samantha Heights. It's always about her bag of tacos, her being my friend Sam, being a golden girl. I don't understand. She can't be Rockstar's golden girl. I want to be Rockstar's golden girl. I'm every woman. Why does she get to be a golden girl?
Better.
I want to be Betty White.
Oh, why Betty White? I mean, why not the tall one? What was her name?
I really don't know.
Are you questioning me? Do you want
B. Arthur? Is that it?
Do you want to end up like El Ridiculoso?
No, thank you.
Because you will.
I'm sorry.
Because he's going to be on the mat with the shoulders to the mat. And you know what?
What?
That ref's going to count 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
You want to know why? Because
Why?
I'm Slady Wilson, and I'm every woman.
Kris, I think we should wrap this up. She's getting quite angry.
Yeah. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me. This is my podcast now.
What?
I want this microphone.
No,
It's so shiny. I'm going to take the microphone.
No, don't touch that. Don't touch
that.
Had enough Backstage Pass? Too bad! Here's more!
So, it seems Slady Wilson and Dr. Malpractice are ready for this Ludus coming up on Friday, August 19th.
Yeah, it absolutely appears to be so. I mean, Slady Wilson, she's been on a roll at Ludus. There's no doubt about it. And Dr. Malpractice, what's up with his voice? What is that all about?
Sometimes you have to keep your own identity safe for various reasons.
Is that what it is? Why does he have to keep it safe? Because all the malpractice?
Well, I mean,
what is that?
It's kind of in the name, right?
Okay, yeah. I guess that's right.
If your name was Dr. Malpractice, would you want, people banging down your door?
Touche. No, I wouldn't want anybody at my door.
I wouldn't think so.
I wouldn't want to be Dr. Malpractice either. I mean, no. Let's not go there.
But Slady, yeah, she seems ready.
She seems ready. She loves tacos. She loves fighting. Yeah.
She's got this new challenger coming in El Ridiculoso at Ludus.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
It'll be very interesting to see how she faces off against this new competitor that will be making his Rockstar Pro debut at Ludus. And that's not the only match we have coming up.
No, let's take a look at what we know so far about Ludus 15.
Ludus 15 on August the 19th. Like we said, that matchup's coming up. Not only that, we also have the baddest pit bull in the yard, Renzo Lavelle, going one-on-one with the baddest beast on the block, Cassidy Keith. And this is the Rockstar trial match for both of these competitors.
Wow, a lot of people think they're the baddest, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. Let's see who the baddest is. Will Aaron Williams show up and really show them who the baddest is?
I just imagine that Lavelle and Keith hope that that's not the case.
I would think so.
I don't know for sure, but I have to think if you're just starting out in your career in pro wrestling, you probably don't want to step on the toes of the BMA.
No, not at all. I mean, but if you're going to come into Rockstar Pro's house and call yourself the baddest, you might want to watch out. But enough about that. Another matchup we have coming up is Sean Phoenix, who was a standout at the last Ludus event, Ludus 14th. He makes his return. He goes one-on-one with Chris Moore, who is a part of the House of Truth in Detroit.
So Phoenix, I believe, last competed in a sink or swim challenge at Ludus. He wasn't necessarily that successful. However, the Rockstar Nation voiced their approval, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Right, and that sink or swim matchup that we've been seeing the last several months at Ludus, I mean, that's always a unique matchup, a big opportunity for newcomers here in Rockstar Pro every month.
Yeah, and in fact, the winner of that match from Ludus 14, the Sink or Swim Challenge, was Jonte Keith, and he'll be returning to face Tanner Reynolds in Reynolds' Rockstar trial match.
Yeah, and Tanner Reynolds, he was trained by Eugene, by Nick Dinsmore in OVW, so it'll be real interesting to see what this newcomer Tanner Reynolds has to offer. But not only that, one of the big matchups that everybody's talking about online that will happen at this Ludus event, Ludus 15th on August the 19th, it'll be Trigger Trey Miguel coming back to Ludus, and he goes one-on-one with Chris Chambers, somebody that's been very much talked about by the Rockstar Nation, and he finally gets his debut in his Rockstar trial match at Ludus 15.
And again, we've talked about how all over the country people are learning about Rockstar, they're finding out about what Rockstar Pro has to offer, about the competition here, about the opportunities offered. And here we got an individual in Chris Chambers coming all the way from South Carolina to, see what he can do, to see if he can earn his place here at Rockstar.
Yeah, he's from Myrtle Beach. I know he's made a name for himself way on the other side of Ohio, but now he comes to Dayton, Ohio, and let's see what he has to offer.
Let's find out. Also, I got to point out.
What's that?
My close personal friend, maybe even a family member, Jimmy James, has promised that he will be bringing someone in for Ludus 15, debuting a new wrestler. And from what I hear, Jimmy James has promised me that this individual is sensational.
Well, I'm sure if Jimmy James says it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Jimmy James is what, the Canadian talent scout? What does he call himself? I don't know anymore.
He is the Northeast Territory talent scout for Ludus and Rockstar Pro. And yes, that does include both parts of Canada and the United States.
Oh, wow. Very impressive. So he found somebody that's going to make a debut at Ludus 15.
Absolutely.
Well, let's see what he has to offer.
Yeah, so all that and more will be at Ludus 15th. I keep saying 15th. No, you said 15th. I'm going to blame you.
But wait, did I say it?
It's 15, not 15th.
I didn't even know I said that.
Ludus 15.
We may have to go back and listen to this. I'm not sure if I said
Shut up,
it
Mark.
or not.
It will be on Friday, August 19th, right here at 1106 East 3rd Street in beautiful downtown Dayton, Ohio. That's Rockstar Pro Arena. Doors are at 7. First bell is at 7:30.
Tickets only $6, just the price of an amped. On a Friday night. It's great.
Absolutely. So we hope to see you all here. Slady Wilson's going to be here. Dr. Malpractice is going to be here. Much, much more. We hope to see you at Ludus 15. Do you have nothing to add?
I have nothing to add. Let's just go. Let's just go.
Really? I mean, you're supposed. That's what I know that when we're on the mic for for calling matches, I provide the color. Right? I give the sizzle. You give the steak. In this podcast, it's like, come on, dude. I was just pitching to you. I was giving you an opportunity there, and you just said, "Well, no, I have nothing."
I didn't even say anything, really.
Yeah.
But you know what? I promise you, in 15 months, when we come back with another Ludus special, I'll have something great.
I don't know if I believe that, but okay.
That's all for this episode. Be sure to come back for another edition of Backstage Pass, Rockstar Pro Wrestling's official podcast.